That shit do, man. What that shit do?
Yeah.
He got that game for y'all, man.
It's popping.
Head tilt back, and you know where we at. Got the thing in my grass, and we living life fast. And I put that on the tub, motherfuckers sky high. What you want, what you talk, what you rap for the game.
How was your week,
Okay,
bro?
so
how was your fucking week, dog?
it was like a couple of weeks there, but man, I had a crazy ass couple of weeks, fool. Shit was hitting me from like hella different sides. One
We're
side.
talking about the last week, dog. We're not talking about-
Okay. Well, I've had a lot of crazy shit that's been going on with me, like work related and shit like that. What happened? Okay, there was an employee, right? I got into a crazy ass like shouting match with this fool. This shit was crazy. I've never had something like that happen to me before. So it was me and him, right? And I guess
into a shouting match.
we did with my employee, me and him, fool. It was getting kind of like funky a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I was really pissed. I was really good. But then I was like, dude, we wear different hats, all of us. In our walks of life, we all wear different hats. Different hat is like, hey, you're at your job, you wear that hat. That's how you gotta act.
All my hats is warriors.
I feel you. But when you talk
fake
about
it
a
to make
business, look, for example, let's say that you're in the hood, and you're in the streets. Well, that hat you're wearing at that moment, that's how people are gonna address you. You feel me? So if you're talking to somebody, and let's say that person's
That's like on the East Coast. If you wear your hat one way, it can mean something. If you wear it the other way, it means something. You might put it like, hey, folks, you don't want to wear your hat like that.
Nobody does that for real, dog.
Yo,
No, that's Chicago.
you don't
That's
think
Chicago.
Hey, comment below if you guys know what I'm talking about. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about.
I've seen the dudes in Mexico when he was like,
Nah,
mis chafas para arriba quieren decir protégeme.
That's-
mis
I-
chafas
Yeah,
para
that shit,
abajo.
that's
I believe
some
that
other
too,
shit,
but
dog.
nah,
Respalda, mi equipo me respalda.
It's an East Coast thing.
No, but those fools are from Salvador.
No, I feel that, but what I'm saying, what I'm talking
I
about.
never heard that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I think you were playing around. They were being funny.
No,
fool.
even Gangster Disciples and all that bullshit,
What?
Latin Kings, like they either have their hat tilted this way or that way, or a fucking a pant leg rolled halfway up. Like they got little things like that to signify where they're from without gang tattoos.
I heard about
they
that
do
too.
it. They do it with their clothing.
That's why those fools always be looking like that.
But that's
Yeah, what
Chicago,
the fuck?
no?
It's probably all that, all the
All
above.
that shit. But my point is, this fool, we really got crazy, fool. And then I told him some shit, he didn't like it. And when I told him that shit, that fool was just like, we just started going back and forth. And I was looking at it like, man, people are always going to come at you with whatever hat you're wearing. You feel me? So like, if you're wearing your company hat, people are going to address you accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you address them accordingly. Right? So I can't put my hands on my employee. You feel me?
You could.
I mean, you could, but that's not the hat that I'm wearing right there. You know what I'm saying?
you could beat that ass.
You
dog.
could, but no.
You go
Back
to
in the
jail.
days, it was like, hey, what the fuck, nigga? Back in the days, but now you can't do shit like that, bro. Like if you're trying to level up, you gonna get a lawsuit. You feel me? Eventually, you're gonna find an employee or somebody that you can't deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Or you get your ass whooped.
Oh, you get your ass whooped. I mean, but I'm just saying.
Some
I get
some
you
of
what
those
you're
fools
saying.
are fucking.
Oh, they're scared
Yeah.
because they might have a big ass employee.
No,
or
they're
some
fucking
shit.
bulky. My boy, they'll beat your ass. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Well, my point is this. This is all I'm saying is he got hella crazy with me. Not crazy, but he was just basically trying to. We were going to a shouting match, and I'm like, look, bro, I already told you if you do this shit, I'm gonna fire you. And he was like, I got you. I heard what you said. As long as I do this, you're gonna fire me. I was like, no, just don't do this particular thing, or I'm gonna have to fire you.
Passive aggressive.
And that nigga just was on some bullshit. But basically, what I learned, I was like, damn.
Wait, he said what?
Okay, look, bro.
He was saying some crazy shit.
Wait, who? Because you said passive aggressive.
Yeah,
So
he
was.
was being
what
passive
did he say?
aggressive.
Okay, so it's like, for example, let's say I tell you, and you might know how to deal with this better than me, because I don't know how to deal with some shit like this. I really just thought about it, took myself away from the situation, and I always thought, man, you never want your employees to be against you or be opposite of you. So what I said, like, look, I messaged him, like, look, man, I really like you. You're a good guy. You've been with me for a minute. But if you can't follow my rules, then maybe you should go and do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to stay here and do the rules that I tell you, bro, damn, I already know I fucked that up because Science
did,
over there
bro.
like, nigga, you
you
shouldn't
should
have
never
said
talk
that.
to your employees like that.
Fuck, what you think? What should you?
What is the best way to do that?
So what was he doing wrong,
Just
first
as-
of all?
Look, fool, look. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So first tell me what he did
Okay, I'm
wrong.
gonna tell you. He was trying to do side jobs, and he was trying to take some of my current employees with him. to do those side jobs.
Okay, that's conflict of interest right
But
there.
look, I told him I don't give a fuck what you do in your own time as long as you're here from Monday to Friday, nigga, 8 o'clock to 4 p.m., 4:30.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So, you feel me?
But that shit don't work like that though.
But like the way you said it to him, you shouldn't.
Oh,
have
no,
been
no,
telling
no.
him
This
that.
what happened. I caught him trying to take a nigga with him to go do some little extra shit.
No. Yeah.
And then I told him straight up,
Okay.
look, bro, I don't want you to be doing this shit because what if you start trying to take all my niggas? You know what I'm saying? Then how the fuck
You
I'm
try
gonna
to
do this
take
shit?
the whole
But you're
team.
not talking to him like how you're talking to me
No,
right now.
very respectfully for like in Spanish though. And I was just like, basically what I said to him was like, look, first off, I caught this nigga slipping. You feel me? It's fucked up thing when you're like a boss. You gotta really roll up on niggas when they don't even know you're coming and shit. Caught this nigga slipping. Wham! Me and this nigga like, what's up? Them niggas got hella scared, fool.
They
was
got caught
spooked.
cheating, bro. I
Hey,
swear to
and
God.
then I was
That
like, where
fool
y'all
was like, what
going?
the
Oh, we're
fuck?
just gonna go over here. And I didn't think about it, fool. I hadn't thought about like, why are these two niggas leaving together? So then that's when I was driving off, and I'm like, hold on, dog. Let me call this fool. And I call him like, hey, fool, why are you leaving with that fool? Oh, no big deal. We're just gonna do a little job together. I was like, what, nigga?
Yeah.
I was like, hell no.
No, it's like when
I
they
mean,
say
look,
hella fast.
I mean, look, if he's
So you
employed
won't
with
really
you,
know.
you have him from. You need to have him from.
But I can't legally do nothing. He even told me, and I talked to another dude. He told me, look, bro, whatever he does in his own time.
You need to get rid of him.
You think so?
He's causing you an issue already.
I told him the same shit. I'm like,
Damn,
he's causing you an issue.
fire.
Just get rid of him, phone.
But he's a loyal ass. He's like my best nigga.
Yeah, but he's trying to go against the grain on what you're requesting.
Oh no! He said, "Oh, I didn't finish telling you." I told him straight up, if you don't come, if you don't come for, like if you don't do what I tell you, I'm gonna have to fire you. And then in the end, he got hella ripped, nigga. He was in my parking lot, hella ripped, waiting for me and shit. I don't know what he was thinking.
He was with the guitar in the front of the house.
Hey,
like,
that nigga's crazy, fool.
He's always singing his shit, begging
That
for his
nigga's
job
crazy.
back.
Fuck, I hope you don't see this. I love you, dog. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Shit.
Stupid,
Hey, no, but for real
Hey,
though.
fool, what kind of shit you got going on at your job?
I
fool?
don't know what's up with
Why
that
you got
fool.
people outside your house with a guitar?
I know. I'm talking about he was ripped, fool. And
He
then
was
I
ripped.
didn't even know.
He
It
was.
don't matter. You
Hey,
had
he
a
told me,
nigga
he was like,
man
well, all right,
outside
fool,
your
whatever,
house.
it's good. And then I was like, but he was like, basically he said, no, you know what he was getting me? You know what got me pissed? He said I was hella young. 'Cause all the fools that work for us are hella older than us.
He's
So he was like, ¿sabes
he said
qué?
in Spanish,
Es que
though.
tú no entiendes y yo te lo tengo que explicar. He said like that, fool. You know what I'm saying?
You should've been
Basically
like that.
saying,
Why ain't you
let me
running your
explain
own
it to
business?
you how we're going to do it. Nigga, I was like, what? Really, I'm not a mean boss, fool. I'm a good-ass boss. When somebody tells me, because he's older than me, trying to like son me, you know? So that's why I told him, like, I had to really yoke this fool. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it unless would you know what I'm saying?
He like grabbed you and you smelled them onions, huh? You were just like,
Nah,
No.
no.
Nah.
Onions.
That motherfucker didn't put no deodorant
Oh,
on.
no, that was a
put that
cool
deodorant.
dude. You know what I'm saying? He's not, but
So you're saying he had the guitar and he smelled good?
man, I wasn't there when I got home after the fact. I got home after, but what I'm saying
Who the
is,
hell knew he was at the guitar?
my mom was telling me,
My
everybody
little
was
brother,
like,
my
hey,
little
fool, that
brother's
fool's
like,
over there
hey, fool,
hella
this
drunk.
motherfucker is drunk as
My
shit.
brother was like, hey, fool, this was hella drunk out here.
I don't think we should
just
fire
like,
him.
damn, dog.
Hey, fool, that is weird. I don't know. You know what?
No, but you know what though?
That
He-
guy
I-
deserves to keep his job if he's gonna get.
If he's that fucked up, I
Dog.
think that's how I thought. You know what I'm saying? He's tripping this
Hey, but
much.
he can't do that all the time though.
No, he can't. So I went and talked to him the next day though.
He knew he fucked up.
But you know why though too? You know why? That's what I'm
He
saying.
knew he
You
fucked
know
up,
why?
my boy.
Hey, the next day,
If you show up drunk to somebody's house, fucking begging
he
for
was
your
in that
job,
party.
you
Hey, come
fucked
on,
up.
dog. He wasn't begging. He wasn't begging, dog.
He wasn't
He
begging,
just,
he wasn't
I
begging.
knew that something was up. You know what I'm saying? So then after the fact, the next day I went to go chop it up with him. But you know when I started getting a new idea of something? I started getting a new idea that, bro, I have to work with this man, bro. He works for me. He's doing me a favor, working for me, bro. I gotta show him appreciation. Not only that, my other employee got a ticket going to the job. So then I called him, I'm like, look, bro, you know what? Don't even trip. I'm gonna pay for the ticket for you. You know what I'm saying? I told the other guy, hey, bro, look, I went and talked to him hella cool, because you know
You
what I started
slide this over
realizing?
here.
These motherfuckers are like my family, fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest, I see them more than my own family.
Yes. As
So
soon
then-
as you treat something like
It's a work relationship.
yeah,
Not a work
exactly.
relationship, bro. It has to be more than that, and they can feel it. That's what I'm saying, fool.
Exactly.
And that's when I started being like, hey, fool, you got a ticket. Normally, I'd be like, nigga, that's your ticket.
That's deep.
No, it's
But
because you
then I-
ask them about
See,
the real life,
that's
though.
that is the whole next level that some people don't understand. You got people who have the mentality of, oh, I just want to go to work, you know, put my 8 hours in and go home as soon as I can. To be honest, those people don't last ever. The people who really come through and put they all into that shit
Put
and
the
then
energy.
actually
But why?
have a relationship with their boss or whoever,
But why?
What do you mean, why?
Why do they have those relationships with their bosses?
Well, why would you not?
This is the reason.
Whose
Whose job is it to keep that relationship going? The boss, nigga. And that's when it goes to why you got a lot of fucked up bosses out here.
Oh.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that are grimy the way that I used to be, the way that I used to think. But then I realized I gotta take care of these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But for the boss to do that shit, that's why you might not have that in the workplace. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. But I see the other perspective too. That'll make you do more too.
Why would you not want to have a good relationship with your boss?
No, but what I'm saying is a lot of the times people don't have good relationships with their bosses because their bosses are bitches.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, sometimes the bosses have to be a little strict.
It depends on where you're at and like what job you're at, and like if this is either a stepping stone for you or if this is something you want to turn into a career. Because if it's going to be something you want to turn into a career, you want to make sure you're friends with all the right people. You want to be friends with the fucking president of the company, the project managers, the engineers, the people in the office. You want to make friends with everybody and not make no enemies with nobody in the company.
That's in life. You always got, that's some real shit. But you know what? That's in life in general. If you see somebody, you got to apply. Now, I'm not trying to be manipulative or talk like I'm trying to manipulate people, but you got to apply your come up, dog. Like, okay.
That's
like,
manipulation.
Yeah, that's manipulation.
Okay, but you do. Because if you're not playing by your own game, then you're getting played in somebody else's game. And what I mean to say is this, is like, for example, let's say that employee shit I told you last time, like when you're working for somebody, you want to move up the ranks of your job. You feel me? You got to go and you got to think about who's getting paid more than me, nigga. That guy over there. All right. That's going to be my new homie. You feel me? And you know how to make people be cool with you and shit. Then you make him. Then who's his boss? Now you're kicking it with him. Who's getting cashed out more than him? That nigga over there. All right, now I'm gonna go fuck with him and I'm gonna take your job. You know what I'm
strategies,
saying?
you mean?
Strategies.
Yeah.
Little strategies. I'm saying. That's how I would see it.
Little mind games, little manipulation.
It just depends on how the company's structured. Because what you're saying, you're automatically assuming that all of those type of positions are open. And for you to go and fuck with somebody because you're interested in their position, that doesn't mean you're gonna get it.
Yes, and I know but it does.
That dude either has to quit or something has to happen to him for you to be able to get that. Sometimes it depends on what company you're in.
I get what you're saying.
What you're doing.
But now this is what the only reason I'm so basically.
But it also doesn't hurt to acquire all the knowledge of every position.
But I know what you're saying, and what you're saying is basically right that if somebody's that you just can't move up the ladders like that by being a dope ass employee because there's rules and regulations. They have like people that sometimes got a waiting list to move up, and then you got to pick. And I'm gonna tell you right now, first-hand knowledge from the other side, it really is like that. And I really will fire a nigga, and I'll make a reason up to fire him just to bring the next nigga up, and you're my new guy now. That's always a strategy on who's moving up. If you're not moving up, they're strategize you that you're gonna stay in that position. Like for example,
that's bad. Why
I know, but it's the truth.
Why
that's how
would
they
you
all
fire
do it.
somebody just to move somebody up?
They do that.
You could just move him with a different crew and then fucking.
But what if it's not moving as fast as everything else is moving? And that guy you know is better for the job than him. Or what if you think this guy's gonna do some grimy shit? Or what if you caught him doing some grimy shit?
You give him a verbal warning. You gotta have structure to the discipline in your company. You can't just be like, hey, bye.
But I'm gonna tell you this: if I had an amazing now I do that. Now I do fucking write-ups and shit.
Verbal warning, suspension without pay, termination.
I just do 3. I'm gonna do 3 write-ups. I'm gonna write you up once. I'm gonna write you up twice. If I really don't like you and you're fucking up, then you're up. If you're like I know you really well, like you're like very close, I'm gonna give you a break, and that's just the truthful. That's how bosses look at it. Like those straight up. If he like imagine this. Imagine you have an actual person that you fuck with hella hard, like your family member that works for you. You're gonna be like, oh, well, nigga, let him do whatever the fuck he wants. Nigga, you guys better get to work though. That's how it really is, fool. It is like that.
There's some fools that show
There's
more
some
initiative.
fools that, you feel me?
If it's gonna be a family member, you need to make sure that the loyalty is really there, and you'll be like, okay, you really want to work right here?
But you know,
you gonna do the dirtiest shit.
Which brings me to my next point. What you just said, right? The reason that the boss makes this nigga come up though is because he showed him that love, right? He showed him that love we were talking about at first. He showed him the love, like, nigga, I care for you. Like, I really give a fuck. Like, I'll help you come up however you can. This is more than just work. right? Not all of them reciprocate the same way. Some of them are like, fuck you, nigga, I don't give a fuck about you. Nigga, I'm out after my 8 hours. Nigga, I'm going home. Those type of people don't get to those positions because it's not about who does their job best. It's about who's most loyal. So if this nigga understands that he appreciative of you fucking with him, then you're just gonna move up. That's why, hey, like imagine in you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, fuck everybody, keep this nigga right here. Cause I know he's good. I know he's a loyal ass fool.
That's what Silent was saying.
Yes.
That the fools are just there for their 8 hours and they want to dip. Yeah.
Damn, that motherfucker came full circle on me, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the fools are there just do their fucking 8 hours like they're in prison and then they're ready to get out.
You know that they're not gonna last long. Those are your people who are just coming temporary. So you have to be ready to replace them already.
You're a stat.
Those are the people who are gonna be calling out the most. Slacking the most and whatever. So that's why whenever they're going whatever cruise they go with, you want to communicate with whoever's running the jobs to ask about how they're doing. And then if you feel like that for some reason the foreman or whoever is showing particular interest in them, maybe because they personally know each other, put them on a different crew with somebody that doesn't know them and then see how he acts.
Why do you do that?
Because that would be also conflict of interest because you have somebody that actually knows him.
You're a sick
that wants
fuck.
to have his
Damn,
back.
that nigga's. I was thinking that in my head. I would
don't
move this
have
nigga
the same family together
because you don't want too much motherfuckers from the same family because they'll just
definitely
do
not have anybody that is family together.
Because they're gonna want to look out for that. Was dope as fuck.
Nothing's wrong with looking out for each other.
No,
but the thing is
deeper than that.
That could also be a bad thing. You feel me? Let them both be in a management position to where they gotta compete against each other, and they're gonna make that shit right. Shit.
No, it's all good. I think when fools are competing with each other, it shows who's really doing there, who shows the most initiative.
Yeah, just you feel me? Have motherfuckers get some. Hey, you get three fucking 5-star Yelp reviews this month. I'm gonna take you guys out for lunch, and then whatever. You guys got Friday off.
I feel like if you're competing with somebody, and I used to think that way, but I feel like if you're competing with somebody, it limits you to that somebody. I don't feel like you should ever think of that you're competing. I think that you should be like, nigga, this is where I'm at, and I'm going crazy. This is gonna be my whole space. That's what you know. What I mean, this is where I'm at. I don't even give a fuck with the next nigga. I'm going competing with myself, so that makes it even worse. I'm going crazy over here. As if you got an actual physical person you're looking at to compete with.
You could pass that person.
You could probably be him, and then
you could switch it up because
but you could limit yourself to whatever he's doing.
The thing is that eventually it's gonna get repetitive, and you want to make everybody feel comfortable and like throw in new things once in a while, like the fucking 5-star review shit or whatever. That's what I'm saying. It's not about being so.
But what if they just do it just to do it though? It's not even being competitive. It's like I want to. Okay, for example. Let's say you're just okay, because if you're competing, let's say me and you are working together, right, and we're competing for the next job. So if I'm looking at you to compete with, then I'm only gonna do whatever is better than you. But now if I'm competing with just myself, I'm not gonna limit myself to however good you are. I'm going crazy just because I'm competing against me, nigga. This is my space. You see what I'm saying? So if you have the attitude where I'm not gonna compete with this person, I'm gonna compete with myself because you think. I mean, who's better than you? Now you're gonna go into the stratosphere. You're a sick fuck. You're gonna get up and work out in the morning like crazy. You think another guy's no, he's not. So why wouldn't you compete with yourself instead of the other guy that might not even do none of that shit?
I mean, you're just getting 5 stars on Yelp. You're not gonna be next to the person looking at what they're doing. You don't even know what they're doing at their job if you guys are in 2 different cities.
What do you mean 5 stars on Yelp?
Oh, you don't do that?
No, I do. But what do you mean by that?
He said you reward them.
Yeah, reward them for doing a good job and getting 5 stars on Yelp to make your company look good.
That's true. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
How would he know who's doing it though?
Let guys get some type of reward for getting 5 stars on a Yelp review. They should.
I'd say give him more money if they do it faster.
That too.
Yeah.
Well, whatever the case is, it could be that. It could be Yelp. It could be a time frame. It could be whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You're not going to be right next to somebody looking at what they're doing.
No.
The work should be.
I see what you're saying.
The work should be done as what is said to be done when they're taught the first time. It should not be anything less. What should be also something that's probably taught is the customer service with the homeowner and stuff like that.
Damn, how would you tie that though?
What do you mean? With the Yelp review.
Yeah,
Oh no, I see what you're
The
saying.
customer is going to write the review about your workers working on their property.
But what
And you know
worker?
what?
How you gonna reward a worker if you don't know?
Yeah.
It
Well,
won't
money
be just the worker. It'll be him and his crew.
And unless the worker says, "Hey, can you give me a good review? My
Well,
name is whatever."
Yeah, that would be on that could be something you instill in them. Like, hey, look, sometimes you could do things that are out of our guidelines, but it's gonna be on you. Whatever you got to do, but it's just gonna help you get that Yelp review, and you could that. You get a bonus if you get 5 stars 5 times in a fucking month or 2 months or whatever, and it's gonna make them want to do it. It's only making your company look good.
Now I feel you on that, but on another note, because we're on this subject for a minute, how is your day, my friend?
Man,
Damn.
why does this always happen to me? I don't
What?
understand. How the fuck we skip
How was
in?
your day, dog?
It's your birthday, nigga.
It is my birthday, yes.
Happy fucking birthday, dog.
Thank you.
Yeah. You got an album drop?
How
But
do we skip your birthday, dog?
You just skip.
How do we skip you? It's your birthday, dog. How do we skip you, dog?
How we speak is that's how we do
How
that.
you
I
speak
didn't
is
know
the
I'm fucked
Spanish
up.
when you speak the English. My boy, he's drunk and he ain't even drinking.
No, I'm not even drinking, dog. You know, I've been sober for like a good couple of hours.
How does it feel on your birthday, dog?
Oh yeah.
It feels cool.
Ooh.
You feel
What you
any
got planned
older?
tomorrow?
I got a show tomorrow that is probably already going to be done by the time you guys see this.
Damn.
But I did just drop an album today.
Oh, the show.
So if you guys
though.
you want to
Who's
zoom in
gonna-
on this,
Who's gonna be
I
there?
seen that
Who's gonna
QR
be there?
code.
so go ahead and pause the video, scan this
Okay,
code.
okay.
If you're watching this shit on TV, it's the new album, West Side Compilation
okay,
Part 2.
Okay.
Go ahead, download that shit, man. Tag me when you bumping this shit in your city.
Yeah.
slap.
Oh, Snizza!
Damn.
My boy is a fumbler, dog.
The
My boy,
fucking lid
my
was
boy
in
is
Hey,
there.
a-
I'm featuring on the album too.
Yeah, he
Don't
is.
forget.
Hey, that's just gonna be a straight
on.
slap, straight slaps
Damn,
on
I
that shit.
didn't have the lid all the way on. But yeah,
But yeah.
that's
Get the
that.
album. Get the
Yeah, let me
fucking
get a
album,
fucking
bro.
napkin.
That shit.
All right.
Flox, how was your day or week?
Weak, bro. I saw some real shit, but I've been doing hella, like, I've been kind of overwhelmed, but it's kind of a good thing. 'Cause I look at it like a therapy type of shit. 'Cause I'm stimulating my mind and shit like that. Because sometimes when you get overstimulated, it pushes your mind to get on a different level, and you need a little pressure to put you in a different position. Like in music, when you're doing music, like let's say you're doing one verse, right, and you push yourself to do the hook, and then another verse, and then another hook, and then another verse. You know what I mean? You put, and then you made a whole song. Then you're thinking about doing another song and another song. Basically, you keep every single time you're pushing yourself to do more and more and more, and it expands your mind to do more. So in a work related way, we fucking that shit's fucking stressful, bro. That shit right there will fucking make you get gray hairs quick, bro. So you have to really know how to delegate tasks to other people.
You gotta know how to take breaks and make time for yourself.
Dog.
Sometimes making time for other people more than yourself is what stresses people out and gives them those gray hairs.
I mean, that's a fact.
You need to make time for yourself, regardless of the fact.
But sometimes you have to do it, bro. You got to push yourself through it.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of the times, make time for yourself. It should be no excuse. There should be no excuses onto why you are not gonna make time for yourself.
Okay, let me give you a good excuse. All right, let's say there's a time limit of a certain thing that you have to do by a certain time.
It doesn't matter. After that's done, you can make time for yourself.
Okay, but
there's no excuse.
What if you keep doing it and it's limiting you from coming up?
It's as high as your ambition wants to take it, though.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't look at. I mean, I guess that's probably for you. It's everybody's perspective here.
How high do you want to be a fucking billionaire? You're gonna be working like a 24
Like a
fucking hours.
slave.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's as high as your ambition goes. Shit, because you can.
But I don't look at. That's how you look at it. I don't really look at
It
it
also
like that.
depends on what makes you happy.
That's one thing.
So
too.
if you enjoy that shit, then that is to no concern of you.
Okay, I understand. I understand both of y'all opinions. Basically, you're saying is that you gotta grind to fucking get it. You feel me? And you gotta fucking push it like crazy, even to the point where you sacrificing everything for it.
Sacrifices.
He's a money hungry motherfucker, though. You know what I'm saying?
Sacrifices.
You, of
course.
No, but I'm saying that he's talking about extreme levels of sacrifice. And you're saying you're not willing to compromise your time. Like for example, your time is where you would cut it off at. Like you're saying you have personal time. Now this is the only thing I say.
Personal time
I say
too,
you're
though.
right. You're right in that thinking.
Chill with my son too.
You're right in that he's a crazy fool, dog. I'm not up to his.
I feel like that there could be, we could all be right or we could all be wrong. It depends on what time frame are you guys talking about. There needs to be a better example.
I'm gonna tell you right now exactly why we're all right, but there's just different rights. Okay, now for example,
it's perspectives, no?
You are correct. I feel like you are right. Your happiness is a lot better. It's a lot better to live in the moment, bro. It is, but the problem is, you gotta settle with wherever position, like wherever you're at, living in the moment. You're gonna live in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's sometimes situations that you gotta push yourself past in order to do something. Like, okay, like let's say for example,
how do you get to the next level?
No, it's not even. Who gives a fuck about the next level in financially? Some other people want to get to the next level in a relationship. You feel me? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
Now, the only time that you push yourself, I would say financially, is you need something. You know, you need to buy a house.
Yes.
You need to push yourself to this position.
Set
you have somebody that's sick
yourself.
in the hospital, and you don't have no money, and you don't want to rob a motherfucker because you might go to prison. So you're gonna push yourself to make more money any way you can.
That goes in every aspect of life.
So I think it's about a lack of being pushed. If I wasn't really, like, honestly, I would have gave up. I wouldn't even have started a business. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't have gone this far. And what ended up happening is I had to push myself like crazy, bro. Like straight stressful ass situations that were out of this world. Some days I wouldn't even want to be alive, dog.
Did you push yourself, or what? It was
the situations around me pushed me. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. So I would have gave up if it was my own personal ambition. Nigga, I would have got a job on mamas. But this is the situation: is I was pushed to do that, and some days, bro, I would be like, man, I hope somebody, like a car get ran over or some shit, because this motherfucker is hard, nigga. Like every day I'm working, dog,
idiot,
like 3 in the morning to like 8 at night, like nigga, I wasn't out here just fucking
retard.
around. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that type of shit, I
bro,
was like,
sometimes you do get pushed to like
any human being will make any situation,
stupid.
no matter how fucked up it is, they'll get used to it. If you're in prison in the fucking level, so whatever the fuck on some crazy shit, you're there for like 2 weeks, dog, you get used to it.
You can get used to
anything. If you're in a war zone area where niggas are getting killed like every day, you'll get used to it.
You get used to anything.
Some people will get used to it.
Okay, but some people will just die.
Hey, listen.
Or go to prison.
Hey, we will get used to it. People like us will get used to it.
Adaptive minds.
Adaptive minds, exactly. Because there's a lot of people who might just be like, I can't take this, and they'll just curl up in a ball in the corner.
I think everybody could get used to anything. The only thing is this: nobody pushes themselves to get used to it. So, for example, let me give you a perfect example. There's a guy that goes and gets caught for like some really hot shit, like a murder or something, right? He's sitting down right here at this table, right? And he looks at the camera, and you feel me? Not this table, but a table. And he's straight fucking, he's thinking, damn, I can't go to prison. I can't do that. They're gonna fucking do this and that and the third to me. This, that, and the third. Then what happens? You snitch. And you go anyways, because now you're really going, because you just fucking said you did it, you dumb fuck. So now you're in prison with a place, and then that you just fucked up because you snitched on everybody. But whether you snitched or not, you were gonna have to be there anyways, right? So one could say that the thing is, he didn't push his mind to think he could do it, so he folded before he got there. But give him 3 years in the PC unit or wherever he's at, that nigga's he's gonna be fine, because he got used to it already. Is what I'm trying to say. The people where people fuck up is they don't push themselves hard enough to get used to that situation. So as a younger
choice
person,
in that matter already.
So as a younger person, what I said to myself is, I'm gonna push myself to a crazy ass position, and I'm gonna make mistakes. I know I am, but I'm gonna stay there long enough to where this is gonna be nothing to me, and I'm gonna remember everything about it. And that's why I think where people could push themselves. 'Cause I didn't want to do that. That was not my plan. My plan was just to push forward in the situation I was in. I was in a fucked up situation. Now it finally started becoming hella beneficial, and I was like, well, why would I quit now? Well, fuck it, nigga, I'm already doing it. Like, might as well now appreciate the situation. But definitely, I would have never done it if I wasn't pushed to do it. And then now that I'm there long enough, now I'm like, oh, this is not
After
even
you
hard.
pass the
It's
mountain,
all about ambition. You gotta have ambition to do this shit.
You do,
Straight
you
up,
do.
man.
I don't know.
You gotta have a
you have
little
to
bit of
ambition.
ambition
You don't have
in
no
you.
ambition?
You think so?
You gotta
Yeah, what
want to
the
do that
fuck?
shit
Yeah.
for real, man.
I don't even want to do
Against
that
all
shit. I
odds.
didn't want to do none of that shit.
Man, you're gonna be broke, my buddy.
I didn't want to do what I had to do, but I
Okay, my
did
boy
it.
is crazy, dog.
I'm cool with like, you feel me, a couple M's.
Nah,
I'm not
this fool's always been like that. He's
He's
like,
always been the pusher, nigga.
No, this fool's always been like that. But he's
That's
like,
good.
I'm,
You guys
I'm
balance
good.
each other out. I see what be going on. That's the muscle. That's the brains over there.
No, look, fool. This fool right here, he always wants to fucking he always is like, man, I'm just ready to pay the bills. I'm like, fuck the bills. Let's get that meal. Let's
Nah,
get
this
to
fool be on
the
some
next
shit.
level, bro.
I don't know, bro.
You guys balance each other out. I just feel like sometimes you guys bump heads, which
Oh,
is
that's
normal
facts.
because
Nah,
then
we
that's
do,
like
fool.
correction. You're like, all right, what do we do? Okay,
Damn,
You
I
know what
never
I'm saying?
looked at it that way,
Yeah.
fool.
yeah, you guys are bumping heads because you guys are finding a solution that both of you guys can agree to, not
Is
because
it-
you guys don't get along.
You have to compromise. You have to figure out how.
Yeah.
'cause
You're like,
you
all
have to
right,
have
what
this-
about this? What about that? Like, don't waste an hour or 30 minutes trying to prove your point. Figure out what works for both of y'all.
Exactly. You have to have kind of the same goal too. Like, boom. Let's say
Mm-hmm.
we both want to do this right here.
That's
So,
some real shit.
figure out the same goal, and then we come up with solutions better. Because if someone doesn't have the same goal, you're not gonna be interested. You're gonna be like, fuck that
Hell
shit.
nah. Hell nah.
It's always better
Man.
to have the same goal.
What's up with your fucking week, Flux?
My week.
Did we
Dog.
already say? Did we already ask your week? Oh, we didn't.
I said
You asked him, and then he passed it to you. Or you asked me.
I already said, bro. I was doing health therapies, bro. I've been fucking I was just doing therapies.
Hell
fucking,
yeah.
Little doctor appointments, getting back on point, man.
Hell yeah,
they're gonna,
get
they're gonna
that
be,
shit,
they're gonna
dog.
be ready for that shit, man. Don't even trip, man. We got some shit coming for ya. We gonna get back in the studio one time.
That shit
That's
sounds
just gonna
good.
be lit tomorrow, my boy. What we gonna do at the show, man?
Man, we gonna turn the
What
fuck
we
up.
gonna do at the show? How much that bottle's going for though, man? For us, that's
There ain't
what I
no
wanna
bottles.
know.
There's only
I
shots.
wanna know how much that bottle's
Nah,
going
there's
for.
only
dog.
shots. Look, shots, cocktails, beers, water's free, a little bit of snacks. You know what I'm saying? I sold out my last VIP tables this fucking evening, so that shit gonna be crazy. I gotta
like
go
it.
there tomorrow. Gotta go there tomorrow, clean up and shit, get everything set up, and then yeah, motherfuckers gonna come through and show some
We will
fucking
let you know
love
the location.
and see what the fuck it about. You know what I'm saying? We stand by this shit, Bay Recon.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
gonna be lit.
Okay, y'all.
Fucking chicken. We're gonna have some wings. We need some wings on that shit for
Dude,
us.
every fucking time I see you, you want some wings.
Man, we
for
need
you,
some.
hey, dog, you like
We
fiending
need
for-
some full on. I'm gonna open a wing stop up. I swear to God, I'm gonna open a wing stop.
Ooh.
Huh?
I'm gonna,
Call it the skinny chicken.
JJ's fishing chicken.
JJ's fish and chicken.
Fish and chicken?
Costco. Fucking boy some hot dogs.
Okay.
Pictures of the bun, wrapped them in foil. So
Yeah.
$2 for a pack of ketchup.
Yeah.
Damn, my boy's a real fucking
This
chef.
was-
I swear to God, my
This
boy's
was
a
talking
real
about
chef.
the regular hot
My
dogs at
boy's a
Costco.
real chef, dog.
He's gonna go.
Hey, you know what job I always wanted to do, like on some real shit? Have you seen the fucking food channel? That food that goes around the world just eating hella food? I always wanted to do
What you
that
talking
shit, my
about,
boy.
Gordon Ramsay?
That fucking
That fool
exact.
killed himself.
Who?
That fool went around the world eating
That's
shit.
man versus food.
Man
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
food. He's all types
Alpha
of
males.
crazy, exotic ass
Alpha
shit.
males.
What do y'all consider yourselves, man? Alpha
Yeah,
male?
that. It's no good out there
Yeah,
in
most
Texas. huh?
definitely.
How?
Oh, it's Megan? They have that fucking
I'm the
extreme
provider
murder
and
shit. They
protector of
have
the
that
family.
fire ass shit.
Okay.
How is that
What
not?
about you? No, I'm not saying it's not. I just like to ask people what their definition of an alpha male.
Alpha male? That's a motherfucking flocks right there, homie. What the fuck you
Do
mean,
it.
man? That's
Do
the
it.
motherfucking dawn in that motherfucker. What you mean, dog? That's the alpha male. But
No,
everybody
but for real.
everybody got their own definition though. I think it's somebody that could take a lot of fucking things through life and they know how to present themselves, how to be real men, and they know how they got self-respect for themselves. Like there's a lot of fools that get pushed over, and that's a purple pill. feel me?
Ooh, that boy said
Yeah.
pushed over.
Yeah, you'll push over,
Hold on,
bro.
what do you mean by that? On some real
You
shit, I
will push
never
over.
heard that.
Bitches will yoke you. Bitches will yoke you. Be like, man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, that's just like
You can't,
motherfuckers.
if you really want to be a red pill and on some real
That-
shit, you really
that-
want to
that's
be
like-
a
that's
motherfucking
like-
alpha.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you see it. It's like, for example, like in a place like CYA where you got to fight every day, and you end up being the nigga that's getting slapped in the face with nut rags. You for sure in the alpha male. You feel me?
Damn.
Something weird about you.
At the end of the fucking day, I swear to God, shit boils down
you
to being a
you seen those guys in Fouts?
Oh no, I seen him.
I seen them too. I ain't gonna lie.
who?
I was putting it on
Hell, you're a sick ass fool.
because we was like, fuck y'all. Y'all motherfuckers don't want to
Nah, I'm
run
just playing.
program.
Nah, I
You a
seen that
punk.
shit, dog.
Hey, fool.
I never did it though, but I
Those,
seen it.
what are those called?
What?
That's not obviously not an alpha male. What is that called?
That's a nasty motherfucker.
It's called a bitch, motherfucker.
That's a nasty motherfucker.
Well, I would think like.
What is that called, huh?
I mean, what is
If
that?
you
dog?
allowing somebody,
I never looked at it like
if
that.
you were allowing somebody to throw their actual nut, like their genetic DNA on a rag and
I'll beat somebody's ass.
Put it on
for
your
that's nasty
forehead
as
and you
fuck,
waking up
dog.
in the morning
God
like,
damn, that's nasty as fuck.
like
Hey,
what do you call that? What
Do you believe
what do you call
that
that guy?
that type of guy is made or he's born that way?
No, you get.
I think he's born that way. Cause he wasn't made to be a real one yet.
You get trained to be a real one. Though.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
you get
Exactly. I feel like you get trained to be a real one.
Yeah.
And if you
I
don't
see
don't
what
get
you're
if you don't go through the right
saying.
trials and
Oh,
tribulations,
shit.
Yeah,
you're
like,
gonna be a
That
fucking
nigga
sucker.
went even deeper with it. So this fool said, yeah, he caught us right here. Yeah, you get made into one, but if you had to get made to be that means you were actually born
a bitch.
a bitch.
Oh yeah, to get made.
Damn, nigga, this fool did some crazy shit right there. I feel you on that.
Or you're a coward. You don't know because you have to get to a point that you are scared. You're like fuck. Like when I was gonna get jumped.
I don't
by
like
four
fucking with
fools.
none of
No,
those.
you could be scared, dog. Hold on. But he's saying being a bitch. Being a bitch and being scared is two different things.
Being scared, but then having the courage to still move forward.
That's not a bitch.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So you're good. What's bad is the nigga that's already just like, oh, I see what you're saying.
The fool that keeps running.
So maybe it's an intelligence thing.
It could be an intelligence thing, but at the same time, that just seems like you're more comfortable being a victim than somebody that's gonna stand up for yourself. Because like if you got yourself into a situation, like CYA for example, then you should be ready to fucking deal with all the consequences and everything that come with it. And if not, then you dealing with the consequences of you not being a fucking real
Alpha.
one. Because I mean, how can you be a man and have somebody else's fucking like nut being slapped on your face and you feel like that's okay? Like I don't come.
We're having a crazy ass conversation.
I don't come from that world, homie. Like if
This
anybody,
nigga's crazy.
hey dog, if anybody ever did that
What
to
is
me,
your
dog,
definition of alpha
hey
though?
fool, it would be a straight up. It'll be a rap. Motherfuckers getting fingers broken and everything.
Silent.
Like that's like hella disrespectful.
No, I feel you.
What is your definition
He
of alpha
asked
though?
me. I said it's somebody who can provide for their household. And I forgot what the
Nah. Okay, now your definition
yeah
is like basically the capabilities that a normal man has, you feel me, for his family.
yeah, alpha male is somebody who can take care of their family, is financially stable, and can defend any threat that comes
Any
their
threat,
way.
nigga.
Yeah, any threat.
This was
Any
crazy.
threat, motherfucker. You gonna train yourself
You gonna get
according to whatever you think could come your way,
is
and
crazy.
you're gonna train your kids the same way.
No, but no. What I'm saying is this though.
That's alpha male.
What about for the regular man though? That is not like that. That well, he won't try to kill you. He won't try to harm you physically. He's just a regular member of society. Is he a bitch then because he won't be able to stand up to like a threat?
Yes, because it's gonna be an alpha male that's fucking whooping this nigga's ass and
What if
taking
he's
his
an
shit.
alpha male and hit what he knows to be alpha male? Because see, you were raised different. You like a straight civilian will call the cops on a nigga.
It don't matter when you put two animals in the wild and you got two lions fighting at each other and one lion puts the other one on the ground and that one's giving up.
But what if you're not in the wild though?
This
What if
is-
you're in a place that has rules and regulations
this
and
is
that
a con-
motherfucker end up doing prison the rest of
This
his
is
life?
this is a concrete jungle.
But what if the guy?
Everything is a different form of rules and regulations.
I feel like however you look at it, that's where you should draw your line. Because now let's say, for example,
Exactly.
because if you look
And
at
it could switch within 30 seconds.
because I don't think
Because you could be in a workplace And the alpha male in the workplace could be the guy that holds all the rules for everything that's going on and just be like, hey, I need you to do this and blah, blah, and get disrespectful. And then the guy could just be like, I guess I don't fucking care about this job.
Let me tell you this.
And just go and fucking sock him. And then the dude starts crying. Now the tables flip instantly. Now that alpha male role that was in the workplace just fucking flipped. So yes, there could the alpha male role can flip depending on what situation and environments you're in. But and it can also flip right back.
Let me give you another scenario then.
Give me a scenario.
Okay,
Let me
check
see
this
if I
out.
can fucking do
Number
this
one
shit.
scenario, right?
This
you
is
got a
number
guy-
one?
Okay, there's gonna be two to compare it to you. Tell me
Okay.
which one you relate to the most, or which one you think is the most correct.
Okay. So I just want to. So I'm saying what I relate to.
Which one do you think is the most correct? The one I'm about to say.
Oh, okay, the most correct.
Putting yourself into these two people's fucking shoes, right?
Uh-huh.
You got one person that is a civilian in society. You feel me? He doesn't do nothing wrong. And he has a family, right? That he has to provide for. Now, this civilian, right, that has a family he has to provide for. Let's say he goes out to the streets, right? And somebody calls him out of his name, right?
That calls him out of his
Out
name.
of his name. Just somebody calls him a bitch, you know, or something very disrespectful, right? Okay, he beats him up. He fights with him. They get into a fight, you feel me? Now they have altercation. Now that fool's homie, they don't like him. This guy don't like him. Now they got kind of a little beef going on. One thing leads to another. Bam, this guy kills him. You know what I'm saying? Now this guy's in prison, right? And now this fool's doing prison. He's there. He's locked up now. Yeah, he's still with the shit. He's not a bitch. He's an alpha male in his eyes. But
he's
do get it a
stupid.
different perspective. Didn't he fail his family and now they're broke as fuck and his kids ain't got a dad?
That's that's stupid though.
No, well, I'm just saying, no, he's right in his mind.
Exactly.
But if you take it away
No.
and look in the hindsight,
of
he really
course.
kind of fucked up. I
Yeah.
feel like, so what I'm saying, he could, but then let's say that I don't think is very alpha male-ish.
That-
Now, if there was a threat that came and no matter
that-
what was trying to harm him and
that-
he had to kill this nigga, then that's a different case. But now,
Oh yeah, wait, hold on there. Then step back.
no.
because
So let me go back to the thing that I think is right.
Go back to the altercation because you made it seem like he had to kill him.
No, okay. No. Let's say, no, he didn't even kill him. He called
There
him
was
a
no
bitch.
need to
You
kill
said-
him,
but you
dog.
said
There's no
shot.
need
No,
to
no,
kill
no.
him.
Listen to what I
And he
said.
went to prison.
Yeah, let me go back earlier.
Yeah, go back.
He goes out one day, some fool calls him out of his name, calls him a bitch. They end up getting into a fight, right? Because he ain't gonna let him call him a bitch. They start fighting. Now this nigga has somewhat of a grudge with him. That guy has a grudge with him. You know what I'm saying? They end up seeing each other. Hey, one thing leads to another. That guy shoots the other guy.
Who's the other? But who shoots the other guy? Who shoots?
Let's
who?
say you put yourself in the position of the civilian.
It's because
Right,
you're not
you
getting
never-
into detail, dog.
Okay.
You're not getting
Just
into
tell me that
detail.
the civilian shot the bad guy. The guy
Yes,
that
he
was
shot the bad guy eventually.
He shot the aggressor.
It could have been the other way around, but I want to live through this scenario and see what you do if it goes the other way, right? Because both ways he fucked up. Because let's say he got smoked, right? And now his family is fucking like over here crying like fucking crazy. They ain't got no one to take care of him. Or
this is why they have court for shit like this, dog.
So somebody could be the bigger person and walk away from it.
okay, now my point is this though. That's what I'm trying to say. Now let's say it's a civilian person. Because look, sometimes you can't walk away from shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like me,
But I'm just saying, you talking about being the bigger person.
exactly.
So you could save yourself from getting smoked.
Nigga.
Or from killing somebody and losing your family and life.
But in the gang world, that's looked at as a bitch. But in the real world, that's looked at as like, nigga, you're an alpha male. You're taking care of your family.
I mean, you being the bigger person.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay? So
So-
you're gonna let a word disrespect you like that?
So that's why I said I won't never say
Yeah.
if that fool's a bitch or not like that, because
I mean,
in the real world, that's correct.
I mean,
You feel me?
realistic, you only know if you're really a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So
It's
you
however
Yeah,
you look
but-
at it. You know when you know your bitch? If you have morals and standards that you actually live by and you broke them yourself.
Exactly, and then it also goes
Would you
back.
beat his
It
ass?
also
Would you
goes
beat his
back
ass?
to you thinking of
Would
what
you
Yes,
the.
I would.
Why?
I'd beat his ass if he called me a bitch. But that's how I was raised to live. Now I can't go against those morals or else I'd be a bitch. Now a cop snitches on a nigga, he's doing good. If a cop doesn't snitch, he's a bitch because he swore an oath. You feel me? He took an oath to protect that.
It all
Would you
depends
kill
on what
him,
you
though?
believe in. That's why it depends on what you believe in, because the real world, there's no such thing as a real world, because it's so divided into so many different societies and demographics and shit that everybody has their own beliefs on what you should be doing.
I mean,
There's no that's like the common average Joe thought is
Because there could be even a
well, be
Christian
the
group.
bigger person and walk away, and then you walk away, and then the person that you walked away from ends up killing you or
Now-
robbing you or doing some
now,
dumb
when
shit.
Like Nipsey Hussle,
True
dog.
story. About a week ago, I ordered Chick-fil-A for lunch. Get some food for everybody at the job. There's a two-way line, right? You come from this side, you come from this side. Nobody's on this side, so I come from this side. Boom, I park. I see a nigga from on the left side. I seen him coming. Boom, I seen him mashing. He hopped out, big black dude with dreads. I put my hoodie on. I put my mask on. I roll my window. I grab my thing, and he's coming talking. He's talking crazy. All right.
Damn.
He's talking about I ain't gonna let you cut me. You think I'm a bitch or something? I said, look, dude, stay in your fucking lane.
Damn. Did you whip out? Did he whip out, dog?
Hold on, fool. They're not incriminating nobody in this
Stay in
one.
your fucking lane. He said, I ain't gonna give you a chance no more. I ain't gonna let you cut me like that. I said, look, niggas with chances get smoked. You feel me? And I said, you's a big ass bitch with a gun. I got a gun too though. What you wanna do? You feel me? We can run this
Damn,
fade.
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I popped my door open. I kicked the door open. I said, what you trying to do? You feel me? I'm the bigger person. I ain't gonna do nothing in front of a camera. But if I see this nigga doing something, then I'm gonna defend myself, right? So I stayed in I stayed in my lane. I said, get your ass in your lane. So this now the story switched because he thought he was just gonna yoke up on me, but he didn't know what I was about, right? Now I lost my shit. So I said, matter of fact, I'm gonna be the bigger person. Cut me, and I'll pay for your food, you broke ass motherfucker. He didn't like that. Right?
I mean, who the fuck would like that, dog?
But am I a bitch?
Now, when you call somebody a broke motherfucker, dog, that's when I wouldn't take that shit.
I
I'm
see
just
what
being
you're
a bigger
saying.
person in that situation. Because am I really gonna get into it over a fucking line?
Damn,
I
you
got time.
fucking twisted that bitch on
You know what I'm
me,
saying?
dog.
So in that situation, what do you see that?
Okay, hold on. I think that's cool. I probably would have. Look, if it was me, if it was me in my situation, if that would happen to me,
You wouldn't know who took it that way. You would have gotten into an altercation. Right
maybe
there.
I would have fucked up, just because. You know what? Look, if I was just to say the first thing that would happen to my
Yeah,
head,
dog. What the fuck? You're
I'd
taking
just
too long to
I would
respond,
take off
dog.
on him because in my head I'd be like,
But think
I'm gonna
about
fight
it.
on him. If he does have a gun, I'm gonna try to take it away from him and run it after I take it or something. You're gonna have to do something because it's flight or fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like you flew either though, because you didn't fly because you actually talked shit to him. Like, what's up, nigga?
Well, my thing was it could go like this real quick.
Yes.
I could get smoked. He could get smoked, and I'm gonna lose my family.
Yeah, you
forever.
never know how shit
Yeah.
can turn out.
So my thing was, is it worth it?
No, it's not worth it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So,
not. It depends. It depends
It's
what
in
situation
hindsight,
you
it's
are.
not worth it.
By the end of the day, he was the bitch because I yoked him. I made him get it back in the car. He probably did have a gun. I don't fucking know.
Oh
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
you're a sick fuck. He
But-
said some crazy shit to that nigga.
But you know what I'm saying? I don't give a
You're,
fuck.
I don't know. I wouldn't even have said all that.
But I don't give a fuck who you is.
That's kind of
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah,
You
my
wanna
boy
hop
is
out like you
ruthless.
somebody, but
Damn.
you don't know who's in this car.
Fuck.
My boy don't
You know what
care.
I'm saying?
Who's
so don't
there?
ever try to run up.
So he
and
hopped
say,
out of his car?
Yeah, all gangster and shit. I said, okay.
Damn.
And once he see me put my hoodie and my mask on and grab my shit and roll my window, I said, nothing.
Yeah, of course the motherfuckers gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
He fucked up by hopping out with no gun.
What is this shit?
God.
And I told him straight up because he's like, I ain't gonna give you a chance. I said, niggas with chances get smoked.
Ooh,
You feel
damn,
me?
you're a
So
sick
don't-
fuck.
and he
Fool, you
thought
start
about
putting a mask
You know
on,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Of course, fools are gonna start thinking
You know
some
what I'm
shit's
saying?
popping
So
out, dog.
I'm like,
Damn,
in this
nigga.
situation, I'm like, fuck. If it goes down, I mean, I'm gonna defend myself. I'm not gonna get smoked.
I see what you're saying. You
But-
took it a
but-
step further.
But at the same time, I said, come on, go ahead, cut me. It's a big deal to your hungry ass.
I feel like I feel like your way is a little more gangster than taking off on him.
Well, I mean, I told him we could run a fade too.
Because,
I was
but you know why
Yeah.
though? The reason why I'm saying this is this because look, if it was me, my actual mindset would say
So then that's where it comes. Who's a bigger person in the
yes.
situation?
No, but I think you
You know
kind
what
of
I'm
even took it a step further because you kind of put yourself in the because if he would have done some out
Dog.
of pocket shit, you would have had to smoke him, and
Yeah.
it could have just been like a fight. So you kind of took it like now it's either kill or be killed, nigga.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to go that far. I think
Nigga, for
Not
chicken.
fucking Chick-fil-A.
That's what I'm saying.
what the fuck?
My boy wanted that Chick-fil-A sauce.
Hey, my boy.
My nigga, you can't see
Popeyes is worth it, my boy, not Chick-fil-A, dog.
I'm about to bounce out.
Popeye is worth it, dog.
I
My
know,
boy
that's
loves
what I'm
Chick-fil-A.
saying, but it didn't have to go there, nigga.
Exactly.
It could have just been the chicken.
Exactly. And they hit him in the heart when I said, you fat motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
You must be so hungry. I'll pay for your food.
Damn, you're a sick
Yeah.
fuck.
So then now, I'm just looking at him straight in his eye like, nigga, nigga, don't let me catch you on this freeway, nigga.
I can see
You
what
feel
you're
me?
doing, dog.
Motherfuckers
So
love
this nigga
that
kept putting
chicken,
his head
dog.
down. Now he softened up. You feel me? I'm looking at you in your eyes, nigga, like, nigga, you got me hot, like, it's running through my head, like,
Oh,
boy,
shit.
hey,
This nigga like, I need that chicken burger, nigga.
No, my thing is, I really felt
funny.
disrespected, but now, see, I changed my whole attitude because I was like, my instinct was, let's get out this driveway, out this drive-through, and if I catch you on the highway, I'm letting you have it. You know what I'm
Dog.
saying? But then that would have been wrong for me, right? Because what if something it would have
That shit is wrong, bro. That shit is wrong
It
right
would lead to
there.
a bigger situation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But the good thing is he took off and I couldn't catch up.
I don't know, though.
I'm in a high.
This nigga's
And
crazy as fuck.
this nigga in the head.
And this fool's like, God, and I thought that's where God said not to do it. He's like, no, he was in the slow ass car before I couldn't catch
I was.
up. So you feel me? I'm
But
like,
see
God,
where
you
you
crazy.
see where my mind went?
Yeah.
It's like I kind of did.
Moral of the story, bro.
Did fucked up.
Chick-fil-A is not worth it, dog.
It's not.
Hey,
Popeyes. Popeyes.
hey, but see,
Hey, I mean,
do you see? But when you talk to this fool, he gets his mind mixed up. It's like in reality, you could have what an average Joe with no like street background would have done. They would have backed away and just let him take the spot. Like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna back up right now.
I don't know.
And just
fool.
let him get
some
there.
average Joes, nigga. Some average Joes have permits to carry, dog. And they'll light you up just like that fool that just got killed for robbing a cop just a couple of days ago.
But that's just being stupid.
Well, nigga, you just robbing somebody. You don't know he's a cop.
If you gonna rob somebody, you better strip them down.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
better-
But he's a
Nigga,
sick ass.
you better,
He
nigga,
took it a
no
step
homo, you better
further.
start
He's
taking
stupid for
ass
not
away
stripping
from
him.
your shit, you feel
You're
me?
right, dog. Like, I mean, I don't condone, you feel me? But hey, them niggas, if they would have done that, they would have been alive. Or maybe they would have died faster.
I'm just saying.
Because what if they felt that gun and this cop reflexed so bad, bam, nigga?
My thing is, you would have felt them. The other nigga got a gun point on you. You would take that away from him.
I think the moral is don't try to rob somebody. Because if you don't know who that person is.
All I'm saying is, in
The,
certain situations,
the alpha male thing, like that's what you're trying to get at. Like,
Hey.
who's the alpha male in the
Himself on?
situation?
I'm just
Yes.
saying.
Is it him for flexing, or is it
Is your
the
phone?
guy for not reacting because he
Right.
wants to go home and provide to his family?
The motherfucker grabbed his bag like he had some too. You know what I'm saying? So, but maybe he didn't have something, or maybe he thought about it. He's
Who's
like,
the
I-
alpha male in
I
that
picked-
situation?
That's what you're trying to get at.
Because
Damn.
You
Yeah,
wanted a
nigga.
scenario. There you go. Let's
now
get
that
it.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like,
It's all.
did he realize what the fuck he did? He picked the wrong person?
I feel like,
Or
this is what I
maybe
feel like.
he didn't have a bank?
No. Because look, I feel like they're both right. And they're both good because they all in their minds at the end of the day think they're the alpha males. Now, if you ask, he probably is like, well, I'm eating first, nigga. Well, you're probably like, nigga, I just disrespected the shit out of him.
No, I just defend myself.
Okay, well,
The fantasy of drug dealing, bro. People think it's the shit right now, but really, it's a fantasy, bro. That shit, you get more money running businesses. But like okay, let's say like Big Meech, that fool, he's doing hell time, but he's living through his son right now. His son's actually doing it like acting wise.
that shit slap. That TV show is hella dope right now.
That shit is dope.
Which
bro.
one?
BMF.
But why every time
crazy
you watch
right
it,
now.
it's crazy?
man.
That's, you seen it or not?
You Big Meech from
Nah.
BMF, Black Mafia Family?
Nah, I was just watching Squid Game.
That's just
But
dope.
BMF is like that. You never heard of BMF?
You never heard of BMF? That fool
Okay.
that song with Jay Biggs.
That Squid Game shit was crazy.
That fool
But,
blew Da Vinci's a snitch though, huh?
dog, I don't know if I don't be. I heard. You know what I'm gonna tell you. But get to the point of the thing. What are you
Oh
saying?
no, look, the point was that people make drug dealing like it's a shit, but then when you really think about it, like you can make shit legitly. Do you think drug dealing is a fantasy? It's like the idea of it is dope.
The idea of a drug dealer and you becoming rich is definitely a fantasy, bro. And I've been there and done that.
Like
and
Scarface.
Look, to be like Scarface or these type of niggas, bro, that's stupid lucky, fool. And to be honest, mostly everybody always fucks up trying to do that shit, and me including. So my point is, not saying you can't make any money, but why would you take that fucking risk when legally you can go that route and just enjoy it for way longer? You feel me? Then going that route, you might come up hella quick. You might go very quickly to prison.
That's why it's the come up that's quick.
No, but
it's the results that they see faster.
Fool, it may be quick though. You go, that shit takes time too.
But hold on.
That shit
Yes. No. I see.
No.
Damn, this nuts hella though.
Because you have to work a whole week to see a check versus selling to whoever to see the money right then and there. That's why people get so fascinated in doing that, is because they're seeing the money in their hands right away.
Fast money, fast
They
money.
get stuck looking at that.
Yes, you got a
But
point.
they don't look at the long run, because
Yes.
everything.
The long haul.
Come on, man. This is
That's
chess, not
true.
checkers. Y'all motherfuckers gotta play this shit right. You feel
No,
me?
you're right, dog.
Do you see a long, but somebody that actually makes
But the
it
thing
long
is,
run?
okay, this is what I honestly believe when it comes to that subject: fantasy, reality. Okay, when you and it's coming from a
Reality.
first-hand experience, when you selling dope or some shit like that, bro. Yeah, you could come up until the point that you're actually making money. Once you start making more money doing legal shit than illegal shit,
Then why?
then why even do it?
Why
you know what I'm
even do
saying?
it?
Then at that point it's like, fool. If you're making hella bread and you're not taking that risk, because now you're taking that risk, that might throw away your whole bag over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not only that, but I feel like even also motherfuckers don't understand that, like, if you're looking at that for some part-time shit, like hustling on the side selling shit, that's cool. But you gotta understand that there's levels to this shit, and as soon as you fucking cross a certain threshold of like bringing money to the table and you moving a lot, you just have to assume
You're gonna be a target, homie.
Yeah, you just have to assume that you're a target not only for the fucking cops, feds, whoever, but like
Everyone
for,
around
like,
you.
motherfuckers in the streets. Like it ain't something that's gonna work for you.
What if you're broke as shit and you don't got no other option?
Then you can use
Then
that.
nigga, you ain't got nothing to lose.
You can use that as your option. As your
Because you
first
gotta say
option.
every other option, but except for a
could,
motherfucker
hey.
that's
I
broke
feel
as
like
fuck.
that's cool to get on your feet or do as,
Yeah, that's
like,
usually
as
the drug
something on the
dealers.
side just for extra money, but moving to a point to where like you're paying for a house and like fucking cars and all this other bullshit for it. Like you have to expect that you got somebody, regardless if it's fucking the law or fucking like motherfuckers trying to rob you, they're gonna knock on your fucking door.
So you
Once you hit that level.
like basically like
Yeah,
a stepping stone
I
to get
agree.
somewhere else.
But also, you got to move different, and you got to all that flexing shit. If you stacking up
Everybody's
in
gonna move.
money, you got to find the certain right people that are actually working
Flexing,
and,
what do you mean?
and stacking. Well, don't show money.
I don't think. Look, this is what I think. I think you should show people. I think you should show.
No, because
Nobody
that's,
moves
that's
with
going to bring.
somebody
That's
that-
going to bring. That's
No.
going.
Bull.
I get what you're saying. They're gonna
with
try to
somebody
lick
that's
you. I get you.
unsuccessful.
But this is what I'm saying. From the other, I see what you're saying, and I'm not just playing devil's advocate here. You know, I'm just trying to look at it from the other coin. I agree with you, but I'm trying to look at it from how other people might look at it that are watching this. All right, so let's say, for example, right, what you said. Let's say somebody else might look at it this way. Okay, look, these are my homies. I'm getting hella bread, and you know what? They're not gonna wanna. They don't look. If you're not on my level to come up, then that's not happening. But my main objective is gonna try to make all you niggas rich, because that way, if I get fucked over or something drops me.
What do you mean? What do
Okay,
you
let's say
mean?
for example, right? What he's saying is, you start flashing or being flossy, it's gonna create envy to where your circle is even gonna want everyone. You're gonna be a target. Now my point
That
is
shit
this.
that's just real.
That's true. That's true. But now my point is this though, because why would they be envious? Because you're not putting them in that position to come up. So my
That
point
shit
would
happened
say
to
is,
me
like
recently,
Meek
my
Mill
boy.
did, Meek Mill and Young
That's
Thug,
real
their
shit.
whole family works for them. YSL, the label, that's all his homies, bro. He hired 18 of his homies. They're all working for each other. They
Okay.
work as a family.
Okay.
So my point is, if you grow up like that, no one's gonna feel that way because everyone loves you. Now, if you come up and you're not helping nobody, yeah, I even been like that. One time a dude was flashing like 2 bands on me. I didn't have no money.
Okay.
He had some money in my head. I'm like, dude, that's disrespectful. handful, I'll really take that. But if it's your boy, I'll be like, hey, bro, let's go together. Let's both
What
go
if
up.
you trying to show they
Well, you don't flex on the person for them to feel that way.
What's a flex, though? What if
Well,
it's a
don't show
motivation?
them. That nigga
Yeah,
should
we
never
trying to
show you
show
that
them.
2,000.
You just
feel me?
showed me a pack right now.
Yeah, because I'm putting you on, and I'm
Thank
telling
you.
you that.
Yeah,
But
but what did you wear?
my thing is, I could sit here and really show more, but I'm not. But my thing is, if you're pushing and you're moving,
But
the money you're doing and you're getting, you have a
you're
daughter,
helping, I
you
don't
have a
think-
daughter, you have a kid, you open a bank account for them, right? You have your nieces and nephews, they got their bank account with them too. So now, because you can't really put that much money, and the feds will start seeing that money, their parents, they're working hard and they're putting that money in. You know what I'm saying? So now you're hiding that shit. So you're really getting that money, all this drug money, whatever you're doing, working hard, not paying tax money, you're putting that into your kids, nephews, nieces' bank account.
All right, look.
All right?
Hey,
If
Hold
it's
on.
me, I would say don't do that.
See? Why?
I would say start a business. Put all that money into businesses.
What if you can't?
Because that's legal. You
What
could.
if you can't?
Because what you're telling me, you could.
Certain people's can't.
You can start a taco truck.
Certain people can't.
And you can legally wash
Okay,
your money there.
but I'm saying you're stacking up that money, right? So once you get that money up,
Why not turn it legal? So
okay,
that,
hold on. But I'm just saying, once you get that money up, then that's when you go buy a taco truck. That's when you go start buying this,
understand.
because you can't just go like this and be like, where the fuck you get this money?
No.
You can't go drop a $25,000,
Yes, you could.
$50,000 down payment.
what you're doing is correct. I mean, my bad, not you. But from your position, what you're saying, this person, okay, what I would do is this, though. What I would do is go get an LLC, and then I would ask for some loan, a line of credit to do it right now. I'm not
Right,
going to wait.
right.
I'm going to do it right now. And then I'm going to ask for a loan, which I know I'll get approved for. And then once I get approved for this loan, because niggas is getting approved like crazy for anything right now. Once
Right.
I get approved for the loan, if something fucks up
Oh,
in the
shit, not
business, I
necessarily.
have this cash right here to fix it. So that way it doesn't matter, because starting a business is hella hard, bro. You have to take some mistakes, and if you don't got money back in your play, then you're gonna fuck up. But if you get the loan, right, which is legal, and if you fuck up, you got the money to put in as cash, like your revenue that you're making. So that's what I would do.
Well, you
instead
always
of
gonna have
putting
to
in-
have a backup. You can't
You have to
do
have your-
some shit and be broke.
But your backup's
You know what I'm saying?
always going to be the actual number. So you get your expenses for the month, whatever your expenses. I read a book about all this shit. You get your expenses, whatever your expenses are for a month. If you work for somebody else, then you're going to multiply it by 3, and that's called an emergency fund. After that, you're always investing on top of that. So if you're doing it, if you work for yourself, then it's 6 months because it's riskier. So you save up your emergency funds for 6 months. After 6 months, all that money, you got to start making other businesses. Start hustling.
you're saving.
I'm going off what you said about family, when it comes down to family and all that, and that's what I was referring to. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was saying. You have a big family. You believe in them, you trust in them. So why not put some money in the bank account? You're making so much money, some little bit of money it don't matter to you.
Oh, that's a
you know
fact.
what I'm saying?
Oh, that's fair, though.
So that's what I'm saying. Imagine you put 30 bands over here, 30 bands over here, 30 bands over here. You know what I'm saying?
I feel more comfortable with it with me, though. Than that, because
See,
I know
now
I'm
you're
going to
being,
get the actual
now
money.
you're kind of being, you're being selfish.
Because I know I'm gonna get it, and then I'm gonna give it to them, and then I'm gonna start a business with them, not without them. I'm gonna
Well, I'm not saying just throw the money out and give it to them. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, not
but I'm
give
saying
it,
you're,
but
you're,
just show
you're,
them a way to even make
right.
their own money.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the best
So when
way,
these
though.
kids get older, I want my nephews to be eating by the end of the day. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. But I'm just saying,
No, I agree
if
with
you're
you.
making this much money,
But I
That's
feel like
why
that's
you have to show
incorrect.
them,
I
though.
feel
That's what you have to
like
show
you giving them money isn't the same thing as them getting it. I
well,
think
I'm
you
not
gotta train
saying
them to
that.
get
I'm
it.
not saying just give it to them because nobody ever gave me shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
you heard
saying
about
that.
what they say about
I'm saying-
strong men.
I'm saying you going to say, okay,
You hear
for
that-
example,
you
you
hear
got
that-
Aldo, you got Flox, and you got Caesar, but they all got kids.
I feel like everybody should put in the comments on what they feel like is the best way that you can stack up your money
Hey, man.
while doing a little side.
Hey
hustle.
man, like and subscribe, man. Let us know in the
Like
comments
and
what y'all want us to
subscribe.
talk about next
We
week.
ran out of
If y'all
time,
want-
man, but we're gonna be back at y'all.
There's never,
We
never,
out you, we out
there's
you,
never
man.
not enough time.
Never not enough time, baby.
Never not
Yeah.
enough game.